Welcome, Blue Dragons, to Sunset Qigong. We've got another great class planned for you. So today is when the evening of the day meets the night. So the day ends when the sun goes down, and the new day starts when the sun goes down. We think when the sun comes up, it's the new day. No, when the day ends, it actually starts the new day. Now, what is one thing that you have to do every single day? It's not eat, because you can go 40 days without eating. It's not drink water, because you can go 14 days without water. What's the one thing that you have to do every day? Sleep. You gotta sleep every day. You can't go 40 days with no sleep. So when you take a seed and you put it in the ground, where is the light? There is none, because the dirt puts the seed into darkness. So what is the seed inside of our bodies that requires darkness? The pineal gland is as big as a grain of rice. And we've all seen the pictures of the two snakes and a pineapple looking thing at the top, and we all think that thing is the pineal. Well, everybody's wrong. That thing is the thalamus. And the thalamus receives sensory input from our feet and our knees and our low back and our emotional memory, which is regulated by the amygdala. So the limbic system is a set of 5 structures in your brain, which is the amygdala, the hippocampus, the pineal, the pituitary, and the hypothalamus. And those 5 structures balance sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch on the other side. So the 2 halves of the thalamus become that structure at the top of what some people call the caduceus, or what we call the kundalini. Now, the purpose of the pineal gland, the only purpose of the pineal, is to regulate the sleep-wake cycles by the secretion of a hormone called melatonin. So this is why we do Qigong at sunset, as well as sunrise, and at 10 a.m. and at 2 p.m. So how many times a day is that? 4 times a day. So there's 4 peak times of day where we can do Qigong. Now, if you put your feet directly underneath your hips and you sink your weight into your heels and you drop your shoulders and you elongate your neck and you tuck your chin in, this is what we call Wu Qi posture, or emptiness. Now your hands should be facing each other. What is the point of Wu Qi? Is to achieve Wu Wei. And what is Wu Wei? Wu Wei is to merge with the outer universe. Now, a lot of people think God is up in the sky, surrounded by angels, looking down at us, judging us. But actually, God is right here and connects to here. So our objective by doing sunset Qigong is to balance the limbic system and connect to the thalamus so that we can elevate. So we are aware, we connect, and we elevate. So ACE, awareness, connection, elevation. And that becomes your spiritual practice. And what does that spell? S-P-A-C-E? Space. Your spiritual practice, awareness, connection, and elevation. And that's an acronym that I created to help you remember that you are not solid. You are actually hollow. There's more space in between your molecules than the actual weight of your molecules. So what we're going to do now is we're going to rock back and forth on our feet. Okay, look at your feet and tell me if that's how wide your hips are. Okay, look at your feet and tell me if that's how wide your hips are.
I thought so.
No. Nope.
Wider.
Smaller. Nope, that's too small. Now, when you get home, you should look in the mirror. Okay? Now, when you go back on your heels, what's happening to your lymphatic system? It's moving because the lymph system ends at the bottom of the ankle. So we call this rock and roll. Calf rock, ankle roll. No, rock and roll. Rock and roll. Okay. So now, the textbooks in medical school say that the lymphatic system ends right here. But they just discovered January 2018 that the lymph system goes all the way up into the brain. So, chin to the sky, chin on the chest. Chin to the sky, chin on the chest. Guess what you're doing? Shooting lymphatic fluid into your brain, which is turning on your immune system. We are going to the beach Saturday morning, aren't we? Yes, Master. We're going to the beach. So, if the ankle is the bottom and the neck and the chin is the top, where's the middle? The middle is the groin. So if you stick your butt out and then roll it forward, there's lymph glands in your groin. So, wow. So we're really pumping the lymph system. Sounds like a good idea, right?
Do more of that.
Now, where's the largest lymph gland? In your armpit. So if you lift up and then throw back, and lift up and throw back, what are you doing to your lymph system? You're cleaning it. And where's the breast tissue? Right next door. And if we clean the breast and the lymphatic system, women won't get breast cancer. What? So, lean forward, lean back, lean back. I see everybody going forward. It is?
Should I? Yeah.
If it's hurting, then you should not do it.
It's just swelling up as I'm looking at it.
Well, actually, you should do it very slow. You should do it like really slow. Okay. So,
I can see the difference.
Yeah. Well, it needs to be up iced.
rest, ice compression, and elevation. Okay. So you can turn on the equipment. Okay. Okay.
It's on.
Okay.
You're at 11 minutes, so I wanted to make sure that if you wanted to pause it.
Okay.
or
I'll let you know.
continue to part two.
No, I want to do shake your hands.